The story of Ananias and Sapphira is a captivating and thought-provoking account found in the New Testament of the Bible. It serves as a cautionary tale about deception, greed, and the consequences of dishonesty. The narrative unfolds in the early days of the Christian community in Jerusalem, where believers were bound together by a shared faith and a commitment to each other. The couple in focus, Ananias and Sapphira, emerge as characters with a tragic fate, teaching us valuable lessons about truth, integrity, and the importance of living authentically. Ananias and Sapphira were members of the early Christian community in Jerusalem. Inspired by the radical generosity of their fellow believers, who willingly sold their possessions and shared the proceeds with those in need, the couple decided to sell a piece of property they owned. However, their true intentions were not rooted in selfless generosity. They conspired to deceive their fellow believers and keep a portion of the proceeds themselves. With their minds clouded by greed, Ananias approached the apostles and presented a portion of the money obtained from the sale of the property, falsely claiming was the full amount. In doing so, he sought personal praise and admiration from the community, while concealing his true motives. However, Peter, filled with spiritual discernment, confronted Ananias, exposing the lie that had taken root within his heart. Peter exclaimed, "Ananias, why has Satan filled your heart to lie to the Holy Spirit and to keep back for yourself part of the proceeds of the land?" Caught in his web of deceit, Ananias immediately fell to the ground, his life extinguished as divine judgment overwhelmed him. News of his sudden death spread throughout the community, striking fear into the hearts of all who heard. Shortly after, without knowledge of her husband's fate, Sapphira arrived. Unaware that she too would face the repercussions of their deceitful actions, she was met by Peter. He questioned her, "Tell me whether you sold the land for so much." In that moment, she too fell prey to the sin that had enveloped her husband, choosing to perpetuate the lie. Upon hearing her response, Peter pronounced the stern reality of their transgression. Sapphira's life, just as her husband's, was taken away by the divine hand of justice. The consequence of their joint deceit served as a powerful reminder to the early Christian community and to future generations that integrity and truth are foundational to a life of faith. It highlights the importance of aligning our actions with our beliefs, and the dangers of allowing selfish desires to distort our moral compass. The story of Ananias and Sapphira resonates with audiences today, reminding us of the timeless significance of honesty and authenticity. It challenges us to examine our own lives and consider the ways in which we may succumb to greed, deceit, or the desire for personal gain. Through their tragic tale, we are confronted with the sobering reality that our choices have consequences, and that living a life of integrity and transparency is utmost importance in our individual spiritual journeys.